Hello, baby dolls. It's Michelle Visage. Welcome to another episode of Whatcha, Packin. And joining me today, she is a bit of a New York City legend. Please welcome the one and only Miss Tina Berner. Hey, Tina.
Hi, how are you?
How are you, my darling?
I am living the dream.
Let's talk a minute about how many times Tina Berner has auditioned for RuPaul's Drag Race.
I think I've been auditioning for RuPaul's Drag Race before it was RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean,
do you know what, Tina, though I tell the kids this all the time, it's not about who it is, it's about the audition. And it took you so many times because the audition wasn't right. What we want to see is authenticity, vulnerability, make us laugh. That's what it's about. And that is what landed you here on season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race, the Tina Berner.
Yes, honey, lucky 13. I won the National Crown for Comedy Queen and I was number 13.
Oh, look at that. It's a lucky number for me as well. It was my mom's birthday, so I love the number 13. Did the experience live up to your fantasies and your hopes and dreams?
It's been a long time since I've been able to break away from the ceiling that is New York City.
Right.
So to be thrown into a room with a bunch of girls that come from across the country, it was a great experience. Even though I've been doing things for so long here in New York, I was on an equal playing field.
Tina, what did you learn about yourself during this competition?
Makeup is very important. I learned that you can't always smoke the monster out. You need to open it. I am a monster. I'm always like right there and in the front and an aggressor, you know what I mean, leading the pack. And like getting there, it's all like stripped away. Even preparing for it during COVID and having those restrictions, there were so many balls in play about how you think you wanted things to go, and literally there was a rug you pulled out under it. Even walking in the workroom, you know, thinking that, oh, we're gonna kiki with the girls, we're gonna have a good time. Then all of a sudden, you know, RuPaul comes on there and we're going to the main stage. I rounded that corner and I just saw y'all like up on the judging panel, and you guys look like the little gods and goddesses on a cloud. And you're like, holy what is gonna happen? What's going on? And all of a sudden you just lose it all.
Well, you had to lip sync for your life day one. You were in the winning group.
Thank God.
What was going on in your mind?
I have worked my ass off to get there, and I was like, I don't care if there's 15 girls on the stage right now. I am not going out like this.
You were talking about being the leader of the pack, and then another New York frenemy, arch rival, come in. Rosé walks in, and she's kind of the same personality you are.
We never took the time to get to know each other in New York because we're in different circles. When you get to like strip the layers back of people, you get to find out who they are. I've always had to fight from a very young age to be where I'm at, and I'm gonna continue to fight because that's what I do.
How do you think your relationship is now with Rosé? Do you feel closer with her now?
Oh yeah. Rosa and I, you know, we've talked on the phone, and seeing the hard work and the determination and the preparation, even the perfectionism, which I love a good OCD moment, truly, if you've seen any of my costumes.
You know, the good thing is when you leave these situations, there's the family feeling that you get. You'll have these sisters forever. You shared something very intense that will go down probably being one of the most important moments in your life. A
good example, you watch, you know, Mean Girls the movie, and you see like Katie and Regina, and they just see each other at the end when they've changed and they both go, you know?
Right.
So,
exactly. Where were you raised, Tina?
I was raised in upstate New York in a little town called Lowville on a horse farm. My dad was a veterinarian for racehorses. So we were up there our whole life because he was stationed out of the Meadowlands in New Jersey.
I always said when I was growing up, the only thing I ever wanted to be in life was an actress or a veterinarian.
Oh, yeah?
And I wasn't very great with the academia, and my mother knew it, so she was trying to push me the other way. I don't know what mother's gonna try to push their kid out of medical and into performing, but she said, you do have to put animals to sleep. And I was like, what does that mean? She's like, you're gonna have to kill them. And I was like, oh, all right, let me go sing and act. And then you ended up in a boy band. How did that happen?
Oh God. My life has just been so strange. I left home 3 days before my junior year. My mom was going through a lot of issues after my parents had split. My dad and I weren't that close, but I had reached that point where I said to myself, if I don't get out of here now, I'm not getting out of here. Got on my Jeep Wrangler, my red Jeep Wrangler, still sticking with the color. There was a radio station called Power 96.5, KTU. They had an announcement come up that they were auditioning for a boy band, a new boy band. So I had made a Christmas album called Christmas from the Heart, but I had a bonus track. I sent that in as a track, and then they met with me. You know, I made the next round and the next round. And in the final rounds, I made the cut, and 2 weeks later I was flown out to Sweden, to Stockholm, to like boy band boot camp.
What was it called?
It was called a Fifth Ring, originally 0.5.
Fifth Ring doesn't sound good, girl.
I'm with you, and even as I blossomed into the homosexual I am today, looking back on it, we do laugh.
Let's talk really quickly about your signature colors. Red, orange, and yellow. Where did that start, and when will it end?
I love that. When will it start and where will it end? I don't think it'll ever end. I think there'll be evolutions of it. You gotta be like a Pokemon. We're gonna evolve. But where it started was, obviously my name's based on Tina Turner, the legend with the legs. Also, fire's such an amazing thing because it's so beautiful to look at, but like if you touch it, it can burn you. You have to literally burn the whole place down to start new growth.
Fire is really hot, really beautiful, and if you touch it, you can get burned.
You can get burned, and I'm like, turn it and burn the house down, and I'm burning up.
And this is your finale. This would have been your finale. Look here.
Yes. It is massive. It's this huge, you can't say this is huge, massive, massive skirt. Growing up and playing so many sports, I wanted to go from that linebacker to that princess. I'm a pretty girl, mama.
You are such a pretty girl, Tina Berner. What is the one look that you wish you could have a second go at?
I wouldn't redo anything. I made those choices before I left, and I stand by them now.
Are you sure?
Which one? Do you have any suggestions?
No, I'm just messing with you.
You know, come and get me, boys. Let's do it. I'm ready for you.
I always say to the queens, when you watch it back, you're gonna understand every critique that was given to you. If you have an open mind. If you don't, then you're gonna be like, nope, she's wrong, he's wrong. I'm telling you, you'll get it. You'll get it.
As you say that, in my head, I probably just would have gone a lot bigger on the fashion show.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You should be really proud of the work that you did. I thought you did New York City proud. I thought you took your critiques with a sense of humor, but also listened and understood. I hope that you loved this ride because it was an amazing one. I was really happy personally to see that you were there, having watched you from afar for many years.
I really appreciated your critiques. And the way you talked to me, it came from love. I left there and I listened to what you said, and I went home and I sat down and I studied and I went over more makeup and I called friends. And like, I personally thank you for that because I didn't leave with any hate, and it was just literal love in my heart, so.
That is so kind of you to say, and that is the goal. The goal is to help you kids perform at the top of your game. So when those casting directors and those boy band producers come calling, Tina Berner will be at her best and ready.
I'm excited to just burn it down. Let's do this.
Yes! Thank you, my darling.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for watching another episode of Whatcha Packin. I'll see you next time, kids. Ciao. Subscribe to the Drag Race YouTube channel for all things Drag Race.